What up everybody, it's BBKDRAGOON, Halo 5 movement tips with an Onyx FFA as our gameplay in the background. Movement comes down to the weapons you have equipped. Every weapon in this game has an effective optimal range. In this case, the SMG works really well up close, but it's not going to get any awesome long cross-map kills. A sniper rifle works better at the long range, but the SMG, the only weapons that can really compete with it up close would be a shotgun or scatter shot. So for this idea, I want you to picture an imaginary circle around your Spartan. And that circle gets bigger or smaller based upon which weapon you're using. In terms of the SMG, my effective range is probably like 20-30 feet, right? It's really close range. So it'd be a rather small circle that's around my Spartan. But let's say I have a battle rifle or I have a sniper rifle. That circle, that imaginary circle of effective weapon range gets way bigger because the battle rifle can obviously compete with players at longer ranges than something like the SMG. Same thing goes with the sniper rifle. When you have a weapon like the SMG, you want to engage enemies in that circle. You want them to attack you when they're in the optimal range. If you take a fight with somebody and you're using a shotgun and they're using a sniper and they're outside of your effective range, meaning they're pretty far away, the sniper has all the advantage in the world. So then, if we can force engagements to occur in the optimal range for the weapons that we have, we the player give ourselves a pretty big advantage. If I run and get the SMG on rig, I'm not going to try and shoot people in the back stairs of the back hallway. Those sight lines are too long. Instead, I position myself in an area with tight corridors, an area where I can force engagements to occur at the SMG's optimal range. Same thing, when I pick up the sniper rifle, it's not my goal to rush down enemies. It's my goal to set up advantageous long sight lines so I can use the sniper's strength, its long distance engagement properties. Some of the things that you're going to see new players do all the time is use weapons in the wrong ranges improperly. Case in point, right now, a lot of lower level players use their Magnum. They run straight at an opponent. They'll go in a straight line towards them, trying to get the melee kill. And this is something that's a syndrome, a trait that happens with all new players in whatever Halo game it is. They want to rush in and get the melee kill. They know that melee feels pretty strong as long as they've gotten a few shots into the opponent. But here's the issue. If you run in a straight line towards your opponent, with the Magnum, with the AR, whatever it is, the enemy, if he's a good player, is going to pick up on it immediately and land all of his shots. When you run in a straight line, it's the most predictable thing ever. And an experienced player sees it, they pick up on it, and they'll take you out. So I challenge you, if you're a low to mid-level player, watch back your gameplay. How many engagements are you tunnel visioning in on that melee kill and just running in a straight line towards them, trying to get it at whatever the cost? A huge part of Halo is this poker battle, this kind of movement, guessing who's going to go in, who's not going to go in. What weapon does that guy have? The shotgun has a very unique look to it, and if you run straight at somebody with the shotgun, they're going to see it, they're just going to kite you, they're going to walk backwards and take you out. Instead, you want to use it to your benefit when they're in your optimal range. In this situation, it seems kind of jerky to just wait over here in the stairs, but I know this is a major spawn. I know players are going to be running back and forth over here, and my SMG is not good for hunting people down. Instead, it's good for using in really tight sight lines. Spend time learning the optimal distances of each weapon in Halo 5. That includes the utility weapons. The Magnum and BR are called utility weapons because they operate well at just about every distance you're going to encounter in the arena. Here I have my SMG. I forced this encounter to occur at a distance that worked with my SMG. That player came into the imaginary circle that was around my Spartan for me to get the advantage. I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, check the description below. Like I said, I did a tip video for movement in the Master Chief Collection, and it might be a little bit easier to see without sprint. Couple other quick movement tips before I leave. You can fire your Magnum before the thruster pack animation completes. It looks really weird because the gun's pointed up and the bullet comes out in a different direction, but you still need to remember that in a last-ditch gunfight, you can fire your Magnum before the thrust pack animation completes. Other thing to also think about, when your shields pop, you may see some high-level players look at the floor and run away. They're looking at the floor because it lowers their head hitbox. As we know, when your shields are popped, one headshot, you're gone. So if you can force the opponent or try and throw off his last few shots, do it. but don't be looking at the floor unnecessarily. Seeing players do that when they're not broken shields is a little goofy. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed, please let me know, and I'll see you next time.